MMA that's focused mostly on grappling is the best. I share that opinion. It's not a very modern opinion. Most guys today they want to see more striking because most modern MMA competition is heavily based on striking. But we need to think about two things. First of all, still most of the UFC champions have their base in wrestling. Wrestling is still the best base for MMA fighting that there is because wrestling is what lets you decide if we're standing or on the floor. And if you're in a good school that is MMA focused, the BJJ and Luta Libre, the grappling training, will have a great focus on takedowns, even beyond what is wrestling. The understanding of wrestling beyond wrestling, because wrestling is done when you're on your back. But there's much more to wrestling than just what's within the rules. And the second thing that we need to think about is that the modern MMA circus is heavily influenced with the rules that want to see more striking because striking makes great knockouts. But to me, as a martial artist, I think it's not just a matter of the question of how fit will I be today or tomorrow or in a year. The question is how fit will I be in 20, 30, 40 years? It's not that big of a deal to be fit and healthy when you're 20, right? It's basically gifted to you. You just have to not make great mistakes or be very unlucky. Unless you make great mistakes or are very unlucky, you will be fit and healthy at 20. But how fit and healthy are you at 50, right? What are you willing to do for it? How strong of a fighter do you want to be and what do you want to give for it? Because my concern is that when I look at older boxers, many of them have chronic traumatic encephalopathy. They are punch drunk. Because receiving too many punches, and you will need to receive punches to learn the art of striking, can take great toll on your mental capacity. So I always have that bon mot, that short little phrase that fixes it all for me. I'd rather limp than stutter. So it's okay to me to train jiu-jitsu and it's okay for me, to break my knees and limp when I'm 50, 60 or 70 years old. It's okay. It's okay to have broken fingers. That's okay. But it's not okay to stutter because I would lose the mental capacity. It's okay if you have if you stutter from nature, but it's not okay to just lose my mental capacity, my cognitive capability because of receiving too many punches. That's why I train mostly focused on grappling. I think it's the best strategy in self-defense. It's the best strategy in a no-rules fight. And it's the best long-term healthy strategy to keep on practicing martial arts even in old age.